Okay, welcome. Nightcap with Friends, the best podcast at night, powered by Smoking Politics for me. Honorably refreshing for the world. Tonight, catch us Sunday, Wednesday, Thursday. Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern. Honorable discussions. Some nights interviews. Some nights flying solo. Some nights with a special guest co-host. Every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. Tonight, we're obviously for the next few um, nightcaps, you know, we have interviews. We got up and coming, you know, YouTube content creators, um, podcasters, like we're interviewing Digital Thugs. He covers the New York City hip hop scene and news and drill and all that, and just basically anything hip hop, news related, even sports. I've seen him um, talk about sports here and there. We're interviewing him tonight. He's on the road of 13. He's on the road to 13,000 subscribers. If you haven't, hit the subscribe button on his channel and the bell. And we got him in here right now. What's good, Young King? How you doing?
What's up, Brody? How you feeling?
Oh, hold on. I can't hear you. Hold on, real quick. That's on my end. Okay. All right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. You like a little low right now.
How about now?
Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you a little louder. Yeah, you a little louder. How you feeling?
I'm blessed. How are you, man?
Chilling, man. Chilling. How you been?
I can't complain, man. Blessed.
I'm over here trying to clean out.
Every day it's is a blessing, man. Every time we are blessed with another 24 hours, man.
I agree with
Um,
that, bro. I agree with that.
well, welcome everybody, man. This is Nightcap with Friends, the best podcast at night, powered by Smoking Politics with me, honorably refreshing for the world. And tonight we got Digital Thugs in the building. What's good, man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Um, now, you know, first and foremost, you know what I'm saying? I want to give you your flowers, bro. I try to do this for everybody that I um interview. I'm highly selective on who I have on my platform, and I want to say I'm proud of you, bro. Um, you could be out here doing the most, and especially with your channel, and like you give reality checks to your channel, man. You come real honorable with your channel. You could easily go a different way. You could easily have way more subscribers than you have, but you don't because you stand on what you believe in, and I highly respect that, man. I've always told you this in the comments and in the DMs. So, um, talk about your upbringing
I
and where you,
appreciate that, Brody. I appreciate
of
that. I
course.
appreciate it.
Um, First and foremost, talk about your upbringing, where you from, how old are you? Let the people know about yourself.
I'm an old ass man, 29 years old. I'm from so it's hard for me to explain this, but like some niggas, they grow up, they live in the same house their whole entire life. They like live in one city their entire life. I'm from all over, so the way I tell people, I'm from Maryland, but I'm also from New Jersey. I'm born in New Jersey, raised in New Jersey, but I say when I was probably around 8, 9, I moved down to Maryland. From let's say 8, 9 years old to probably 21, I'm living in Maryland, but I'm coming to New Jersey during the summers, during the breaks, and spending a lot of time in New Jersey. So I'm from different places, bro. Like Maryland, that was 10, 15 minutes outside of DC.
Right.
Then New Jersey, 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes outside of Philly.
Hmm.
So I'm from all over. You feel me? I'm from all over.
Um, how was that like? As a kid growing up and you living in these different places, I could relate to that.
Yeah.
I grew up all over as well. Um, how were you able to deal with that as a kid, always starting over and having to build new relationships and you know you
Where
know what
you
I'm
from?
talking about.
Where you
You know
from?
how it is.
Huh?
I say, you know how it is going from different place to place, and you got to start over. You got to prove yourself again. You
Right,
got to
right.
earn relationships again. How were you able to navigate through that?
Let me ask you this. Where you from, Giovanni?
Where I'm from,
Yeah.
originally from Newport, Rhode Island, but I grew up in North Philly, San Diego, back and forth.
all over, right?
Yes, sir.
All over. So like you understand how like it's like different environments. It's San Diego and Rhode Island is two different planets. Philly and Rhode Island, the Bronx. Look,
Yeah.
it's just different worlds. Me, it was beautiful. Like I hated it at the time, but it was beautiful, bro, because it makes you learn to love the difference between this place and that place. Like you
Mm,
feel me? It's different foods over here. It's different women. It's different. They dress different. They
mm.
talk different. Niggas be thinking different in different places. You feel me? So you get the benefit of everything, bro. For real. Like I wouldn't have my perspective if I grew up in the same city or the same house my entire life. And as
Preach.
far as meeting other people, that was hard, but that was the best skill I had to develop. Meeting new people, meeting people like you, dope
Right.
ass, wonderful ass, cool ass, dope people like you,
Right.
motivated, all that stuff.
Likewise.
That nigga Drake had a song called No New Friends. I want to meet new people all the time and give you different perspectives. So it was fun, bro. It was hard at the time, but once you get a certain age, it'd be like, yo, I'm happy to happen. I'm happy I moved over here and lived in a white town and went back to the hood. And nigga, I grew up in the burbs for the most part, but I
Right.
was
Right.
spending my summers. Me and my cousin was talking the other day about growing up in the hood at our grandma's house, eating cereal with water. Like that's not really needed. Like when we was in the fucking trenches for real. But it's a beautiful thing, bro. It's a beautiful thing.
Um, did you feel like that gave you an edge on the rest of your peers? You know, being able to, you know, um, immerse yourself in different environments and around different type of people. You know what I mean? Because look at what you're doing now, the lane you're in now. You know what I mean? Do you feel like, you know, because I know it helped me and
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So we doing the
right.
same thing. So do you think you living in all these places gave you an edge over your peers and um helped you
Yeah,
with being a YouTuber?
yeah. So yeah, it gave me a lot of edge. You know, as far as in life, just even outside of YouTube. Just meeting people, just the way I navigate around. You know, I understand you can't talk to everybody the same. Different people got different perspectives. You feel me? You can't talk to you can't talk to a nigga in Arizona about rain. He might understand it a little bit, but he's not gonna
Mhm.
understand it that deeply. You know, so it gave me a whole different perspective as far as YouTube. Where I'm from in New Jersey, nobody was really doing YouTube. Where I was from in Maryland, people was more so doing that. So I was able to take that and bring it over there.
Yeah, the DMV's
But
big, is heavy with the content creators.
yeah, I mean, it definitely gave me an edge, bro. Like, it's you, bro. You know, you said San Diego and Rhode Island. That's a whole
Yeah,
nother. That's the West Coast. Like, you know that each of these cities are different. Like, as far as everything,
yeah.
and nobody would know that. Now they know a little better because it's on TikTok and they
Yeah.
have an understanding of it. But
Nah, they
15
got to
years
go out there
ago,
to experience it. Seeing it on your screen versus to
yeah.
actually being out there and experience it is a whole different animal.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you a funny, quick story, real quick.
Go ahead, go ahead.
I got a cousin named Isaiah. He locked up right now.
Free
At
him,
the
free him.
yeah. For my cousin Isaiah, he's a rapper. You can check him out on YouTube. Real different speed. REAL different in his speed, like you running.
Okay,
Um,
a little different
we
speed.
had an argument one time when I was living in Maryland, and he was like, "Yeah, everybody say bull, everybody say young bull." I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?" Because in Maryland, we like, "Yo, what's up, Slim? What's up, Mo?"
Yeah,
We don't
yeah.
say bull in Maryland.
That's Philly.
But yes, but at the time, I'm 10 years old. I'm not thinking, yo, the words change from state to state.
Right.
So we like, yeah, we were in a heated debate. I'm like 10, he like 9. We go ask my stepdad. My stepdad, he's from Camden. I don't know if you know anything about
Camden,
Camden.
New Jersey. I lived out there. Ooh.
See, you already know. Yeah. So
Yeah.
so Camden is close to Philly. You feel me? We spend a lot
It's
of
right
time there
there.
too.
Hop, jump, skipping away.
Yeah, it's right across the bridge. He was like, yeah, I ain't hear that word in a minute. But as I became an adult, I laughed at it like, yo, he was right and I was right. Just two different perspectives. That's all. Just two different perspectives.
Um, Speaking on YouTube, you know,
Yeah.
um, what set you on the path of, you know, aspirations to do this YouTube? You know what I mean? And I see that you're jumping in the podcast lane now too.
Yeah. Um, always loved cameras. You know, I look back, it's pictures of me my entire life. My mom always had a camera on me. So I say by the time I really started YouTube. A lot of people don't know this. I have another YouTube channel called Talking to Strangers. I
Yeah.
got 8,000 subs. I haven't uploaded there in 3 years, but I used to be interviewing artists from New York, Philly, DMV, all kind of podcasts and stuff like that. That was years ago. I haven't uploaded on there. So Digital
Yeah.
Thugs is like my second, you know, my second shot at doing YouTube. You know, it's two different brands, but it all fall under the hip hop space or whatever.
Right. Right.
Back then, the difference between my old brand and my new brand is that my new brand is more so just me. It's based on me, you know, me at home putting my opinion on things.
Yeah.
My old brand used to be exactly doing what you're doing, you
Right.
know, renting out studios and interviewing rappers and going from city to city, state to state. You
Right.
know
Right.
that shit costs a lot of money,
Yeah.
take a lot of resources, take a lot of
Right.
time,
Right.
rental cars, studio time, all that shit. So I was just motivated by just talking to people and just being creative. I feel best when I'm creating something, bro. So more so motivated by that. And like I said, I try to quit YouTube a million times. It's just something I do for fun. 1 subscriber, 1,000 subscribers. This shit is just fun for me, bro. I'll be honest with you. It's just
Right.
fun for me.
Now, you know, still touching on the YouTube thing and all that. I see you're a father. Um, and you work a 9 to 5.
Yep.
Um, while chasing your dreams of being a content creator and
Oh,
podcaster. How do you? What is your advice for others like you that is juggling all of these things? Fatherhood, working, chasing their dreams, and just dealing with just everyday life.
I say this like never. It's it's not hard, but it's not easy. It's one of them things like I've been doing this YouTube stuff, Digital Thugs for 2 years. Before that, I did Talking to Strangers for some years. And one thing I understand about it is that it takes a lot of sacrifice. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of. I say it takes sacrifice more than anything. So I put it like this.
Thanks.
At one point in time, I was in a relationship. I'm single now, but a relationship, you understand, that takes time right there. You feel me? Because you got to water that plant.
Right.
Then I might have had a job. Then I might have had another job. While I was doing YouTube, while I was managing family, I don't got kids yet, but family time and hanging out with
Oh, I
friends. And,
thought my fault. I thought you were a father.
nah. I don't got no kids yet.
Oh, I thought you because Peanut,
Peanut?
your baby mom.
Oh, nah, that's like a skit.
Oh my God!
Yeah, that's like a skit. Yeah.
You over here nodding your head like
Yeah.
I'm over
So
here thinking I'm hitting home runs. I'm over here striking out, boy. What
nah,
you
nah.
doing?
I mean, it's a good ass. I mean, you hit it on the nail, but Peanut, nah, like that's like a skit. Like
I was
that's
like,
not
oh
my.
damn, he's including his girl's baby mom. I mean, that's dope. Like,
Yeah.
man, you
See,
got me.
I thought it was a great idea. That's why I put it in there. I haven't used that in a while, but yeah, that's definitely one of the
I'm
intros.
over here
Peanut.
like he got a kid, young dude doing his thing.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, there you
So
go.
yeah. I don't got no kids yet. One day, but yeah, as far as balance and everything, it takes sacrifice. And like I said, you got to really want this. Like you understand, you probably balancing mad other things too. And it's one of the things that's like, bro, you got 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you want to get to it, you want to get to it.
No, but
Some months I
nothing.
might drop 30 videos. Some months I might drop 100. You got to balance everything out.
You know what also helps?
What?
I understand you said you're single right now, and I'm sure in due time you're gonna find a person that's for you. Um, but it also helps when you have the right woman next to you, to help
Right.
share those burdens with you. That's why I'm able to, you and I started this YouTube shit the same time. I started my channel 2 years ago, well, chasing it 2 years ago, and I seen you climbing as well. And it's different from me being single to me being loved and having the right support.
Right.
It's
You got
just
the people around you. Yeah.
yeah, it's like it's real different. Like I mean, it just flows.
Right.
Um,
Right.
no, but go ahead. What were you saying? You were still speaking on balancing and Uh,
Yeah, man. I mean, the only other alternative is just going to work every day, just coming home, watching Netflix, and just like I consider this YouTube shit fun. Me working out, I consider that fun. Hanging out with friends and stuff like that, just enjoying my regular life, I consider that fun. It's not going to always be easy. It's not going to always be. You're not going to have the perfect schedule. Yes, in a
right.
perfect world, we would have 100,000 in our bank, and we would have all the time to just work on YouTube and have $1 million all put to the side until we get popping in a perfect world. But it'll never be perfect. So you got to just do the best that you could do in whatever given slot that you could do, and just keep putting out content. Just stay active,
Consistent.
and everybody not gonna be constant. Not everybody, just have fun with it. And who knows, you might get on that level, or But to me, the balance of part of it, it could be difficult at times, but it's actually fun. Like some days I might sleep 2 hours.
Mm,
Some days I might sleep 8 hours. Some days I might dedicate the whole day to it.
right.
But it just take balance in it, and it got to be something that you really want to do. Because if you don't want to do it like that, you gonna fall off sooner or later. And by fall off, I don't mean by views. I just mean by just not doing the content anymore or anything.
Right. Um. Now you cover, hip hop, New York
Right,
City drill, everything hip hop you pretty much cover. But I see your bread and butter and your baby is New York City drill.
right,
Um, I see that you're generally concerned and you care for these artists. You're not
right,
just trying to exploit them and stir the pot with their beef. You don't even highlight that. You give
right,
reality checks. I see that you really are concerned with Dougie B and Murder B.
right.
Um, do you feel like uh with the state of drill and dis and deads and all that, like, do you feel like that's what's really the problem in New York City now? Since the drill took over is just drill and dis and deads and you see how Murder B, congratulations, she had a baby, but you think people didn't forget of her dis and deads. Like,
Right.
do you feel like she's still in danger, or just drill as a whole and dis and deads as a whole? Like, what are your thoughts on that? I know it's crazy the question I just asked, but my
Yeah.
bad. Bear with me.
I think I know you pay attention to like the other drill scenes too, and it seemed like out of all the drill scenes, the Bronx drill scene and New York drill scene is more so a little bit more tame. Like a lot of the artists aren't dying like that. Like it's more for entertainment, if you ask me. Um, and there's so much entertainment behind it that people don't even really take it serious, and there's so much this and the dead that people do not take it serious. It's in every line. Like I just heard a D thing song. It's damn near in every line where they just mentioning dead ops or whatever.
Do you
Me
feel like?
personally,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I huh?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think they could do it to a certain extent because at the end of the day, it is entertainment. I don't believe in dissing the deads, but I do understand it is entertainment. I just think that with their talent, with their fan base, that they should be looking at more than just doing that, than dissing the deads. Kind of like 401, Kyle Rich and them, they came out, they made it Naughty Bop, they did like one or two disses, and then they went on. Now all their songs are, you know, club songs and dancing songs and shit like that. Like, um, I
Oh,
think
Kyle
Murder
Rich and
B,
them.
huh?
Kyle Rich and them.
Yep, Kyle Rich and 401. Like a lot of these songs,
Yeah.
they'll diss from time to time, but they don't make it their whole, their whole thing.
Yeah.
But dissing the Deads in general, like it's corny. It does make sense from an entertainment factor. It's like back in the day, like Jackass and stuff like that. People want to see the train crash, but
Yeah.
when you do it too much, it's just like, what is the point of it? Like we so used to it now that it don't even have like New York drill has got so heavy on the dissing that if somebody comes out and shows love in a song, that'll go viral.
Right.
But I think they'll be all right. I just think that they need to focus more on not dissing the dead so much. You can make who's one of the biggest rappers who just came out? Boss Man D-Lo.
But yeah, I was about to say that too.
He make
And he ain't
he
dissing no this. He's
yeah,
telling
he
you how to
make
get
get
that
money
money.
music. Yeah,
Yeah.
he make get like where's the New York drill
He
artist
makes
making
trap
get money
music.
music?
He's
Huh?
trap. He's I consider him trap.
Yeah,
More of a
like
trap
trap
music.
or or it's no danger. It's get money. Like we need more artists
Good names.
like on some fly fashion shit. Get money, get women, party, like on some shit like that.
He
They're
wasn't broke. He was fucked up.
I know, right? For real.
um, a little bit still touching on the this and the dead things. You would think a lot of people would learn their lesson from other people's mistakes, like the Julio Fulios, the Little Jeffs, the Little Scooms, and YBC Duels. May they all rest in peace. Like, what? Why do you think it is like it's just not getting through these youngsters' head? Like they just do you think it's A, they feel like it can't happen to them, or B, they just whatever, this is what the labels want and I'm just gonna shoot my shot in the dark?
I say this, man. I say attention is a drug.
Hmm.
These people are getting like a lot of attention, you know, from dissing the dead, from getting shot, from quote unquote being tough. They're getting a lot of attention from it. You know, nobody gets attention for, giving back to the community or, just being a dope person. Salute to my boy Jamani. Nobody gets attention for that. You feel me? Yeah, that's one of my homies. But yeah, nobody gets attention
Salute.
for being a dope person. So I think a lot of them are doing it for attention. Of course, like I was thinking the other day, like Julio Folio or YBC Duel, like when they got shot, what was their last thought? And I'm pretty sure most of them thought, like, yo, like, damn, I shouldn't, it wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
Like, if I ask you, let me ask you,
Hmm.
would you rather, this is not even funny, but would you rather be shot in the hospital recovering or possibly dying, or would you rather be on the beach somewhere with, with your lady, sipping a Mai Tai, eating some steak and lobster?
What do you think? The
And
second one.
I don't understand, like, where their minds be at, but it's attention, bro. It's attention.
It's clout. Clout. I say this. Clout is the new leading cause of death in America, in inner city America, and urban America, because clout really has people throw away their morals, their
Yeah.
principles. They literally losing their lives and freedom for what? Clout. It's crazy, man. It's real nasty work and wicked out here. We're gonna change the tide now. Um, Books, man. You seem like you're very intelligent. What books that you're currently reading right now and why?
I don't read any books right now. I
Okay.
read a lot of books. I mostly be listening to like psychology podcasts and stuff like that. Just
Okay.
a lot of
What?
that kind
Speak
of
on
stuff.
that.
But
Speak on that. What are you listening to right now?
it's this YouTube channel called The School of Life that I watch a
School of,
lot. I start
School of
watching
Life.
that.
I'm actually taking that down. Hold on. School of Life.
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead. Yep.
School of Life. Hold up. Let me see the other one. But yeah, just over time, I have been an avid book reader. I like Power Now by Eckhart Tolle. How Not to Give a Fuck by damn, I forgot his name, but I forgot his name. I be watching his podcast too. He got a pretty good podcast. Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson. He has a pretty good podcast on YouTube also. 50 Cent, I love 50 Cent's book. I think it's called like the 50th Law.
Yeah, the 50th Law. I got to get that book. That's one of the books on my list.
Shoe God by Phil Knight was a book that changed my life.
Shoe God?
Shoe God by Phil Knight. Now,
What is that
Phil
about?
Knight is the creator of Nike.
Oh, okay. Bill Knight. Okay, all right. Yeah.
My whole life, I wanted to be an entrepreneur. So this book was about how he was a track star.
Uh-huh.
He took his passion of being a track star into selling track sneakers. So he started selling sneakers for a different brand, and he took that passion and created Nike. So that book was pretty much following your passion, pretty much. So that was one of the books that changed my life. And I read like a lot of books about just psychology, social skills, all that kind of stuff like that. But Mark Manson has a pretty good podcast on YouTube. School of Life is a pretty good.
I'm definitely gonna check that out.
YouTube channel, and there's another YouTube channel that's very similar. Hold up. But yeah. I like reading books a lot, but I'll get into it's called Psych to Go. Psych to Go. That's a pretty good one.
Okay. Psych to Go.
Yep, Psych to Go. So I like reading books a lot, but I also like listening to like audio books or just podcasts. I'm one of them people that I like taking in information about anything. Last summer, I consider myself like a crackhead when it comes to certain shit. So like last summer, I got obsessed with Lamborghinis. Like maybe one day I might own one or something like that. I
Right.
probably spent like a month for this month. I probably spent 3 hours a day just researching it, all kind of shit, just learning everything about the history of the shit. I'm one of them kind of people.
Right.
Like
That's dope.
yeah. But what about you? You been reading any new books lately? Or you got any books that been motivating you or that transfer the way you view things?
There's a few books that I wanna go get. As of late, I haven't been reading anything. I just
Right.
been, you know, focusing on what I have with my life and then trying to pick this up.
Right.
But I'm gonna get back to you with that. Definitely. Maybe when you interview me one day. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? By that
Right.
time, I will be reading a book or two, and I'll let you know. As of right now, I got a couple of them. But yeah. Now, since you were talking about you listen to podcasting and stuff, right?
Right.
Um, and you're an up and coming podcaster yourself. I was doing a little bit of research today. I attend YouTube University. It's free to attend, people.
Right.
And I was in Mr. Pat Flynn's class. His channel. And he was talking about how to start a thriving podcast that grows your brand. And in that segment, there was people asking, and someone asked him, "Do you feel podcasts are saturated? And if so, why?" So I'm asking you that as well. Do you feel that podcast saturated? And if you do, why?
It's funny because the first podcast I ever did with my friends back in like 2018, the the title of it was called "Everybody Got a Podcast." And the
Hmm.
same friend that was just on here, I don't know if he's still on here, Jamani. You could even ask
Jumani
him.
World,
Yeah,
Stranger
yep,
Gang.
yep, yep. You could even ask him. 2015 when we was in college, I was talking about doing this kind of stuff. I came into the game like listening to this shit, like a fan of Brilliant Idiot, Charlemagne, Taxstone,
Hmm.
all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Do I feel like it's saturated? No. I mean, it could be. Uh, it depends on how you look at it. I just was listening to Joe Budden podcast. The Kelsey brothers got 100 million. People are getting numbers like that.
Yeah.
So as far as the entertainment aspect of it, um, business wise, it's not oversaturated. They still putting money in. Um, Regular wise, the value of a podcast is amazing, even if it does 0 views. So even if
Yeah.
it's just you and your friends meeting up in the living room doing a podcast and they do 5 views, that's valuable. It got 5 viewers and y'all have fun doing it.
Right.
Me and my friends, we had a podcast called This Is Not a Podcast. We used to do
Hmm.
it at our homie Jerry crib. That shit used to do 100 views, 200 views, if that, like 50 views for real, but it was a blast to us. Me personally, I don't think it's oversaturated. I think it's dope that people are starting to do content,
Facts.
put content out. I think that's dope, bro. Like people are having fun. It's a gimmick to a certain extent, but then the people that's just doing it for the gimmick, they'll end up falling off in due time.
Yeah, you're gonna see who's really for real with this, who's
Yeah,
really is trying to really push a real positive narrative, or who's just on here for the bullshit. You spoke on because that's funny what you said. You said even if you had 0 viewers, that's still a win, or 5 viewers, you with your friends. Because that's funny you said that because Pat Flynn was speaking on that, and you know still speaking on the question that somebody asked him, and then what you just answered, if podcasts are saturated, his answer was, and I quote, "It may feel saturated, but with a little over 1 million active podcasters, we're definitely far from it." And then he also goes on to say, compare that to hundreds of millions of blogs or even tens of millions of YouTube channels. Then someone came, Matt Madrias or Madrias. I'm sorry if I'm saying his name wrong. He came with the actual correct number. He said, according to podcastindex.org, um, it says that it's 466,000 active podcasting in the last 90 days versus the 1 million that Mr. Pat Flynn. So with those numbers, right now, here's my question for you. So with those numbers, you're hearing that 466,000 active podcasts in the last 90 days. You as an up and coming podcaster, does that excite you and give you hope?
Yeah, dog. The more, the merrier. And if you ask me, it excites me as a listener
Yes.
because I do content, but I don't really watch TV or nothing like that. I'm a
Yeah.
fan of podcasts,
Likewise.
so that's
Same here.
more podcasts for me to listen to, and that's more growth for the space, whether it's on YouTube, wherever. Um, even the channel Digital Thugs, I consider that to a certain extent. I look at that as a podcast to a certain extent.
Yeah.
All the videos I'm just cut. It's just a little mini podcast that I'm just doing. I look at it
Right.
like that. Um, I think it's dope. I think it's gonna keep growing. I think the content space is gonna keep growing with the TikTok. And me, I'm one of them people. I love to talk. My old YouTube channel was called Talking to Strangers. I love to talk to people. When I go to
Yeah.
Wawa, yo, how you doing or whatever. I like to hear different perspectives. I might not know a 36-year-old white dude that got divorced and that just dyed his hair orange and that got in a car crash last week, but I might learn that nigga through a podcast.
Right.
In real
That,
life, I might not know um, a fat chick who skateboards, but on a podcast, I might end up.
yeah, you might meet one.
Yeah, like
And
so.
she's one of the best skateboarders you ever seen.
So
With a dope
it just
channel too.
yeah, it just opens up the whole playing field, bro. I love it. Like I love to hear perspectives and hear what people think. It shit make me smarter, bro. It and niggas be saying dumb shit on podcasts though. Don't get it fucked up. People be saying dumb stuff on podcasts,
Yeah.
but
I fall victim to that. When I first started this, I used to, even though my heart was in the right place with it, it's just, I was just raw and uncut with it. I have a little bit of self control now. Um,
right.
but okay. Can you name a time, right, that you were doing something and you had no, you started out something and you had no idea what you was doing, but you knew that you wanted to do it.
Everything I ever did, bro. Even when it comes to YouTube, like I spent hours watching videos and just buying equipment. This I got a tripod right here that I spent $80 on a few years ago. At the time, that was a lot for me to spend on a tripod.
Yeah, facts.
Just a lot of things. That's most things in life. If you want to take that leap of faith, you start going live. That took a leap of faith.
Right.
And in the beginning, we not gonna know. We gonna be ignorant. We not gonna nigga. I had to shoot a vlog for a rapper in Philly. It was a free vlog. I didn't get paid, but I remember I didn't know that I needed multiple batteries. So I had one battery, and the shit started dying as we're doing the vlog.
Oh.
Luckily, it was the end of the day. We went through everything, but I learned that day, yo, make sure you have 3, 4 batteries, what you having joints
Uh-huh.
charged up, so you can shoot for a whole day. So you
So
go, yeah, you got to take that leap of faith, and then you learn as you go. Learn as you go.
so in that situation in Philly, right? That's what you said. You was in Philly, right, doing
Yep,
content. You already did like everything, and so towards the end, it started to die.
yep. So you lived in Philly, so
You got
we was,
lucky.
yeah. So this what happened. We was in North Philly. We met up with him. We got a bunch of footage in this neighborhood. Then we
Right.
went over to Cherry Hill Mall, got a bunch of footage of that. And
Oh, you
we
went
was
up there.
shooting. I mean, that camera was on, bro. And yeah,
So you would buy Fox Chase if you buy the mall and stuff. You was at Fox Chase.
Fox Chase is that like a neighborhood in Philly?
That's an area in Philly, and yeah, if you
Nah,
want to
so
say
so
upper
we was
northeast, like it's around Mayfair, and
nah. I think we was near Hunting, like
oh,
something.
Huntington,
One of them places. It was like, but I remember
Huntington
some
Park.
girl. I remember some girl to my friend who was like, "Yo, y'all niggas is the trenches." We was in like the middle of the fucking hood, like
Oh yeah, he's probably in Huntington Park then. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
the middle
north.
of North Philly.
Yeah, yeah. You was definitely around like Roosevelt Boulevard area and all that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We was in
Right.
the middle of North Philly, but yeah, bro. All this shit I had to learn it as I went. Just everything I did in life. I'm one of them people that's gonna take a risk. So it's like as I'm going, everything I do, not everything, but a lot of things I do is like you jump out of a plane with a parachute. Like you don't, it's uncharted territory. So, but it make you stronger, bro. You know how this shit be. Whether it's the content, whether you know how this shit be, man.
Definitely, man. This shit definitely comes with highs and lows. And speaking on that, what are your thoughts on, day ones and family and you know, yeah, day ones and family not supporting you the way they're supposed to support you, or you've not support. I hate to say that because nobody's supposed to do anything they don't want to do. But like, if it, family and day ones that seen you at your worst, and now they see you thriving and
Right.
chasing something, and they just act blind and deaf and dumb to your glow. What are your thoughts on that, and how do you deal with that? Because
So
that bothers a lot of people.
right. So I had a discussion about this earlier with Jamani. We was talking about this a little earlier. I don't care for support too much. I think for anybody, you have to give them something to support. Some people going to support, some people not, and everybody got their own life. Me personally, yo, if you show love, I appreciate it. Whatever. Um, I never cared about it, but I had one thing that happened that kind of got to me. And like I said, I'm on my second YouTube channel. My other YouTube channel, it wasn't popular on YouTube, but the town I lived in, everyone kind of knew about it. So it was a big thing there, but it didn't do that many views though, but it was a big thing there. I had a situation happen that kind of got to me over time. I'm not sure why, but it kind of got to me. So, like I said, when I was doing my old YouTube channel and this YouTube channel, anything I do, I don't care about support too much. If you show love, I appreciate it. But this is something I'm doing for me. I'm doing it not for your approval or nothing like that. I love doing this shit. So if nobody watches it, I'm gonna love it. But I had a situation where I stopped doing my YouTube channel, and for 2 years after that, I would go to this store, that store, this store, that store, this store, that store, that store. It might have happened about 10 times.
Right.
And at these different stores, I would see this cousin, um,
What's
this
up with your
person. I used
channel?
to,
What's up
huh?
with your channel? What's up with your channel? What's up with this? What's up?
No,
You
no,
still
no,
doing
no.
YouTube?
So here's the funny thing about it. I would see them and they would say that. All these people, I never knew even watched it.
Mm.
I never knew. I never knew. I never knew my entire family was watching this shit. I never knew that. I'm not saying that if I would have knew, I would have kept going, but that threw me off a little bit. Like, damn,
Yeah. No,
like
trust me. I understand what you're saying.
now I
Trust
know
me.
y'all watch it after I didn't quit doing this shit.
Hmm.
If I would have knew, I'm not saying that I would have continued going, but it threw me off a little bit. Like, yo, I didn't even know that you even watched it. This happened 10 times.
Yeah.
While I was doing the grinding, I didn't care about support, but I didn't know they was watching. So it threw me off after, like, damn, like, I felt a little weird about that. So I don't care about support too much, but that made me feel weird for some reason. Even to this day, that made me feel weird. That made me feel extremely weird. It's like you
Why
playing
is that?
football.
Why
Like,
is
so,
that?
yeah, like you want to see a fam come to your game and support you. If they don't come, oh well, you still gonna try to score 3 touchdowns. But to
Hmm.
know that they came to the game, took a picture, and left, and
Dipped
you ain't
off
even
and they
know
ain't
till
say
years
nothing.
later.
They ain't even hold a sign up and be like,
Yeah,
or good job or well, not. Yeah, trust
yeah,
me.
and you don't even know until years later. Yeah, I was at that game. What? Like I ain't even know you was watching.
Years later when shit's lit and they be like, yo, I've been supporting you. I've been to your games. What do you mean? You was
A
in the
hundred
gym while I
percent.
was shooting? The only person I seen in the gym was my lady. That's how I'm
But
just
but
speaking about me. Like because I could totally relate.
support is one of them things that if it does happen, I'm appreciative of it. If it don't happen, oh well. It is what it is. Um, but we shouldn't, hang our heads on it. Like, you know, it's one of them things. It's positive it happens, but you gotta really love doing it, man, because the support won't come and go. The
Yeah.
love won't come and go.
Yeah. I feel like, I got a tough time with that. It's just I only have a problem when, it's people I care about and people that I go hard for, and
Yeah,
and then I don't get it back, or for instance they
right.
renege on or something we planned on or something. It's like a spit in my face. I take it as spit in my face, like, and I take it as that I don't f with you. You know what I mean? Leave me alone. That's how I'm taking it. You feel me? So if anything, that just gives me more fuel, and I know it gives you more fuel, even though you don't care about it. But to know that you don't have family coming up to you like, yo, you see the way I share your stuff? Do you have family sharing your stuff like that?
I got not
Listen,
really.
exactly. Look, it be the strangers. That's the point I'm trying to make. You share my stuff when you can. I don't even get that from my own blood. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it just comes with it. This is why it's called the 1% for a reason. This is why, this ain't for everybody. This ain't for the faint of hearts. You gotta have tough skin and you gotta learn how to just keep going with this shit. Um Now, I'm not gonna take too much of your time. I want to ask you a few more questions. You know how I'm big on mental health over here. Um, Mental health. I have a couple more questions actually. Mental health, and the first I'm gonna save the mental health for the last thing.
Okay.
Now, what do you feel like we lack as a people in today's society?
We lack community, bro. Everybody's online. Everybody's, on TikTok every day. When the last time people don't really call people up? Like when the last time you had a bunch of family members call you, yo, how you doing? I don't know about you. My family members won't really do cookouts or nothing like that no more. Maybe your family might do meetups and cookouts.
Nah, we don't do
Um,
that no more as kids. Nope.
yeah, so we lack community, bro. Like us together, it makes you feel good. We going through a loneliness epidemic. That's why everybody got to drink every day. That's why everybody got to do the porn every day. That's why nothing wrong with that. You
Yeah,
want to turn up, enjoy life. But that's why everybody doing that. So we do lack a lot of community. That's one of them things that money can't buy. That's one of them things that real love. Because you got to
yeah,
keep in mind, your YouTube might blow up tomorrow. You might get a million subs. People gonna love you, especially for what you do on YouTube. But
yeah.
the real love come from your children,
Right. People
your
that come to your
siblings.
household.
Yeah, that's where the real love come from. So I think we lack a lot of community where people could come together. And I've been linking back up with family members who I ain't talked to in a minute, just letting them know I love them because this life shit is short. We think we got time, but time be flowing. Like it's September already, bro. It's
Yeah.
September already.
Um, do you feel like, still touching on family stuff, doing business with family, is that a yes or a no for you? And why?
I think you got to be careful doing anything with anyone.
Yeah.
So even when it comes to, and you got to be careful as far as how you move it. You got to be careful with your expectations of them. For
Right.
example, you got homies that you hang out with. You're extremely passionate about podcasting and doing content. You might
Right.
have some homies who cool with it, but they might not be as passionate, but they want to do a podcast with you.
Uh-huh.
You may be expecting them to be as passionate as you are, but in reality, it'll never be that way. So you got to accept them for 100% as they are. As far as doing business with family, I never tried it. I have heard that money could separate things and make people act differently.
Hmm.
Like for example, I might start a podcast with a close family member. It might be everything might be good. We both might do 50-50. 50-50 sound different when it's a $5 million bag, brought to the table. So now it's like, oh shit, I had to give Brian 2.5 million.
Uh-huh.
When people mainly like me on the podcast, it get tricky, So you got to deal with people who actually really love you and just go from there. I mean, we've seen it happen. I mean, like, look at the beauty of it. Like, nigga, Gillian Wallow, bro.
Yeah, cousins. That's so dope. It's beautiful to see. I have my, opinions on Gillian Wallow, but for them, when it comes to seeing two family members doing what they're doing together, and we don't know what that goes behind the scenes with them, but
Right,
as far as what we're be able to see and witness, it's beautiful to see. You know what I mean?
right.
And I salute that. But I have my opinions, and I want to ask you that real quick about. I was gonna save this for content for one of my vlogs, but you know, you watch $1 million worth of game, right?
Yep.
Okay, so are you an avid watcher? Like you watch it, like you've been watching them, right? You keep up with them enough to know, like, okay, here we go. You go back and look at all their content, right? And see how many up and coming Philly artists or entrepreneurs have they interviewed. I could tell you the few that they have interviewed and the only ones they interviewed. May he rest in peace, Cheese, Gilly's son, and Mac too, his other son, right? Uh Meek, Uzi, and RIP PNB Rock. Anybody else, you don't see them.
So look, you could say
They
that,
went,
but it,
hold on, not to cut you off. They went out of their way. You go and interview Trippie Redd before Poundside Pop. You go interview
yeah.
Trippie Redd before Skrilla. YBC Dude, rest in peace.
How
Lil
you,
Bucks was free for the how long? You come on.
how you
They
feel
say
about
they're for
this?
Philly. They're for Philly, but you're not for Philly when it comes to highlighting up and coming. They want to
How,
wait till they're really established.
how you feel about this though?
Okay.
You are 100% right.
I know.
But in them early episodes, what weren't they playing Philly artists?
Listen, they
Like
were
weren't they playing the music at least?
yes, they were playing the music, but what about now? Now they listen, all they gotta do is why is Adam 22 interviewing YBC doing Skrilla before $1 million worth of game?
That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true.
Why?
That's true.
Why? Like make it make sense.
That's
And
true.
then you got established podcasters like the First 48, and other ones that I can't even think of right now. You could bring up Cosmic Kev, interview Cosmic Kev. You know what I mean? DJ Diamonds.
You are right. They
Salute.
they could do a little bit more to keep Philly artists and interview them. Even if they do like an episode where they got like Poundside Pop in there with Skrilla, they just interviewing a bunch of them together. Now I will say this: they play their music, not nowadays, but back in the day, and they're cool with all the artists. They might not interview them, but they still stay in contact with them. But
but
it's politics.
listen, hear me out. I seen a clip last year of Gilly, ha ha ha, he with Poundside Pop out in LA, but you're not ha 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 he on $1 million worth of game with him. Why is Academic interviewing him before
I was
y'all?
just gonna say that.
And look
I was just gonna say that academics, yeah.
And what's Academic doing? Being a culture vulture, and he only interviewed that boy. Why? Because just to piss Meek off. Have you ever seen him talk about Poundside Pop ever since then? No.
They could at least bought the Hip Shaker boys on. The dudes that Too Rare and all them niggas, they could at least bought them niggas on.
Dude, Gilly and Wallow are only doing it when they become A-listers. When dudes in Philly become A-listers, when they can't, when the whole world is in tune, they have no choice but to stop ignoring. Because then they're really right now, nobody sees this shit. Oh, I can't wait to if they're still doing this shit and I become a bigger platform and I have a voice. Oh man, I'm giving belt to ass. I'm giving belt to ass because that's wacky as shit. You're for the city. Yeah, I'm not gonna take away the charity work that they do in that city. They do an amazing job giving back. But when it comes to putting on and shining light, where are you? You interview, bro, Trippie Redd over fucking Poundside Pop? Trippie Redd over Skrilla? Really? If you had a choice to interview Skrilla or Trippie Redd, who would you interview?
On some real shit.
Oh, I already know where you're gonna go.
I gotta go with him because I like homie music more.
Huh?
But so I like homie music more. Wait, I'll say this.
His channel, hold on, bro. His channel was in the title of this live stream, bro. Digital Thugs.
I'll say this. I like trippy music more, but I think Skrilla's a more entertaining artist. So I could understand, Skrilla's better. But what you're saying is true, bro. They should definitely start interviewing more artists, bro. Just showing like more Philly artists love, bro.
Exactly. Like you was doing it when you was coming up. They leaned on the Philly talent and entrepreneurs to get themselves out there. As soon as you niggas is lit, it's like it's like me, right? As soon as I get lit, I'ma just forget about you and other people that allow me to interview them and come on my platform when I was still a ghost in these YouTube streets. You know what I mean? And that's just how it looks. You know what I mean?
Look,
it's weird.
Both of us can agree that. How long have you been watching the podcast? You've been watching it since Call Me White Girl was on there?
Since its infancy. Like when that's why I'm talking the way I'm talking.
Call Me White Girl, Tony the Closer.
Yes, all that. Listen.
Dev.
I really wasn't. I think I stopped watching it. But I was there for all that. I was there when they were leaning on the Philly talent to get out there, bro.
So look, I'm looking at the channel right now. They did Tyrese, 50 Cent, MGK. He did MGK.
MGK, come on.
Donovan Mitchell. Yo,
Who's
at
more
this
relevant
point,
right now? Who's more relevant, MGK or Skrilla? Who's more
Skrilla.
relevant right
Yeah,
now?
Skrilla,
Come on,
definitely.
man. See what I mean? These
Skrilla,
niggas
that.
in selective
So
politicking. This weird
these
shit.
niggas have honestly, it's, I'll tell you why I fuck with them. These niggas definitely sold out. Like it's not the same $1 million worth of game. But another thing is this, like I said, they're in contact with all the Philly artists. They're not interviewing them, they're in contact. And they just make Philly look good, bro. So like they're showing people that yo, you don't gotta be on those street shit. You could they're not gonna be able to get everything right. You feel me? They're not gonna be able to get everything right. They could try their best, but I do agree that they should probably be interviewing just a few more Philly artists, even if
How
it's just
about
like one a year.
just to answer what Jumani, what he said, right? Okay, maybe that's true. They're like, fuck it. If we interview this person gonna get mad. We're not gonna interview nobody.
It's a
Okay,
good
say
point.
if that's true. We're playing
Good
devil's
point.
advocate real quick. We'll play devil's advocate, right? If that's true, right? So what's up with the up and coming entrepreneurs and podcasters then? There's no politics there. You know, what about the Love Money Ball? He been doing this thing for years, Philly.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, talk to me, Philly. The Love Money Ball, you go to Philly from the 2000s, early 2000s, late early 2000s till now on every block, all over, north, south, southwest, south, it don't matter. You're going to see the Love Money shit. You're going to see niggas on the block with Love Money. Why he has it. And then the shit he does for the community, all off his dime, make it make sense. Come on, bro. There's no
True, man.
politics there. You know what I mean? Yeah. All
They're
right.
trying their
One,
best. They're trying their best, bro.
yeah,
Hopefully,
yeah, yeah.
they
I don't
trying.
know. Maybe I'm just being too much over here, but it's just, if you're saying you're for your city, your place, show it. Don't just fucking say it. Don't use the people to get out somewhere. That's like me when I get on and I just forget about the Bronx. When the Bronx helped jumpstart this shit for me. You get what I'm saying? Like, come
What's
on,
the
man.
name? Should yo on some real shit though? What's the name? Should have $1 million worth of game episodes like right now.
Who?
Core,
Who?
cause
Say
Core
say
been pop. Core,
hmm.
cause Core
Another
popping right now, bro.
that's
He
another
doing
one.
numbers.
That's another one. Kwani, like these. Look at
Yeah,
Kwani.
yup.
He don't even drop music or EP or album, and he does numbers.
Oh, by the way, I was the first person to ever interview Kwani.
Oh yeah, you interviewed him.
2017. He had short hair. He ain't
Oh yeah,
even
yeah, yeah, yep. On your other channel, I gotta get that. I gotta look on that channel, man.
first person to ever interview him.
That's what's up. All right. So, last question. You know, this channel, man, mental health is big with me over here. You know, we all suffer through it. Ain't nobody immune to this. I don't care how tough or how rich you are, or whatever. You got some type of mental illness. With that being said, how do you deal with your storms, and what do you do as a coping mechanism? How do you cope with your storms? You know what I'm saying?
I used to cope in a terrible way, bro. Drinking, all kind of shit. You feel me? Ordering DoorDash, all kind of shit.
Damn.
The way I deal with it is shit, talking to people. I was talking to my homie Jamani earlier. Some of these people, they like my therapist for real, just getting it out. You know, I can get everything out. Journaling, um, going for walks, feeling that pain, you feel me? Understanding that it's okay. Like, you know,
Yeah.
if you're having a bad day, if you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling insecure, if you're upset, it's okay to feel that way. And the other most important thing is just being very careful. Core was on $1 million worth of game. When was he on $1 million worth
Yeah,
of
yeah,
game?
for real.
But the other thing is being steering clear of the bad habits. Because you know when you're going through something, you might want to lean on, you feel me, the liquor. You might want to lean on chasing bitches. You might want to lean on all the bad stuff. So I try to stay away from that, bro. But it's just taking it day by day, bro. Just loving myself. Just nigga, nigga. You feeling bad, bro? Go get some lemonade. Hop in the shower. Just vibe. Go for a walk, man. Like just it's okay. Like most of these issues we deal with, they come and go. It's life.
Right,
It's not. It's never not going to be any issues.
right.
So I just stay clear of it. Niggas be like, oh, I'm depressed. My mental health fucked up. Bro, you woke up in the morning, you fucking had 7 shots of Henny, some McDonald's for lunch. You been in a dark ass house all day playing video games.
Mm,
You ain't called to check up on your mom.
mm.
You beat your meat, passed out, woke up, ate some candy. You ain't showered in 3 days. You talking about you depressed. Everybody would be depressed under them circumstances.
The whole
Everybody would
world
be.
going by you while you in that dark ass room.
For real. So it's just, man, just loving myself, taking care of myself, dog, for real.
Mm.
And it's hard. I mean, we all deal with different things. You got your battles, I got my battles.
Mhm.
Everybody watching got their battles. The
Exactly.
people next door to you got their battles. Whoever that is on TV behind you got their battles. Everybody got their battles, man. It's okay.
That's
It's
you.
okay. Yeah.
That's us.
Oh, I ain't even.
That's us.
I ain't even know.
Yeah. So, any upcoming projects you got going? You want the people to know any new business ventures, anything, and let the people know where to find you, your social media, and your channel, man, and where they can expect every time you drop content.
Man, add me on Facebook. I just started using that more. Kobe, Kobe, and then Brian, Brien. My name Brian spelled with the E. Brien. Follow me on Instagram at Digital Thugs _ Check out the YouTube channel Digital Thugs. Follow my old channel Talking to Strangers.
Yeah.
The two has like the number two. And as
Not to
far as
cut you
whatever,
off, not to cut you off. Talking to strangers, I'm gonna get an episode. I'm gonna watch one. I'm gonna pin it in the comments of this live stream, people.
oh,
So
thank you,
yeah, go ahead.
thank you. Um, But yeah, man, just as far as when I'm working, I just want to keep working on this, keep having fun with it. Try to get. I had things come in life where I'm not able to drop 100 videos a month like I used to, but I'm trying to stay consistent with it. Just keep the ball rolling on that. Keep having fun with this and just keep going, bro. That's it. Keep going. Change the. I mean, as you see, I'm on camera now. Last
Yeah,
month I was never on camera. I just so that I'm adding different aspects of it every time. You
right,
know, we doing interviews on this channel, interviews on my other channel,
right.
doing podcasts with my homeboys on some fun shit, just whatever, food vlogs. Last week, me and Jemani went to a vegan spot out here. I live right. They call it the county, like right above Philly type shit. So I live
Okay.
in that area. So you know where the
Well, you live
suburbs
in
of
Bucks
Philly,
County.
not Bucks County, Montgomery County.
Oh, okay, in Montgomery County. All right.
But where I'm from in New Jersey is right across from Bucks County. So I spend a lot of
Okay.
time in Bucks County too. So I know both areas very well. So a lot,
We
man.
gotta
Food, vlog,
connect. We gotta connect. When I go to Philly, and because I got
man,
some hood vlogs waiting for me to go there, we
man,
gotta connect.
man. We
I
got
can throw
it.
you alley oops too, so that you can
Of
get them on your
course,
channel too.
dog. Of
I'm not gonna tell
course,
you who they are. I'll tell you like off this, but
yeah.
yeah, yeah, I'll
Of
throw you these alley oops like nothing. Here you go, no look. Maybe
of course, man. Hit me up. See, the thing is, man, I love people like you who actually working. Like, so you actually understand this shit. Like, so we will have a lot in common, even outside of this shit. Like,
yeah, of course.
we think the
That's why I
same. Like,
said what I said to you in the DMs.
yeah,
I'm not
man.
saying that to everybody. Pay
Yeah.
attention. Read the room. Nah,
Yep.
but
Yep.
up and coming projects you was talking about my fault.
Just continue to do the same things, you know, just doing a lot of these on camera videos more. I want to start I'm a Joe Budden fan. As you can see, I drop a little bit of Joe Budden videos every now and then.
Mhm.
I want to start dropping more of them with more of the Bronx drill, spreading it out, just putting out more content. Just keep just going, bro. That's it. You know, I'm blessed that I can even do this kind of shit that, you know, that you interviewing me, that I
Yeah.
got this channel, bro. Like,
That's funny, you're a Joe Budden fan. Me too.
yeah.
My three favorite songs from him is Irreplaceable, Black Cloud, and then Walk with Me.
Yeah, hold
Th-
up.
th-
Hold up. I ain't no Joe Budden. I'm a Joe Budden. My bad. I'm a Joe Budden podcast fan. I don't
Oh,
like
yeah.
yeah
Oh, he laughed
podcast.
at me.
I
Nah, but
don't like
I'm
all
trying to
that.
tell you, don't sleep on Joe. You
Yeah,
can't sleep
yeah.
on
I
Joe.
mean, I heard he like lyrical miracle spirit.
Oh,
I,
the
I be listening to drill
people
rappers.
laugh at me all the time. They're like, wait, hold on. I'm talking about him. That's funny you said that. I always get that same thing. No, I'm trying to tell you. Listen to that, man. I think it's Mood Music 4.
Yeah,
I mean, and Black Cloud, Irreplaceable, and then from his first album, Walk with Me. That come on, man. Stop playing with that man.
I'll
But
check it out.
yeah. Well, we got to do this again. We got to run this back. I say we run this back again. if we can't do a face to face, we definitely run it back on here. Of course, I say we run it back like around Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, okay.
A lot will happen back then. Well, what happened, with both of us and stuff. I want to thank you very much for coming on here and allowing me to interview you, man. This means a lot to me.
Thank you, bro. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Is anything you want to say or touch on that we haven't touched on? You want to let people know?
I appreciate you for interviewing me, bro. Like this is a dope experience. It's
This
dope
is your
talking to
first
you.
time? Your first interview?
Yeah, which is funny because I probably done 100 interviews probably. This is my first time getting interviewed. So yeah, and my first interview was with you. So that's dope, bro. Nigga, I won in
Yeah.
life. We
Yeah, that's
up.
a flex because you're really gonna be him with this YouTube shit. So that's a flex. Remember when we saw this shit first, people. All right, man. Well, let people know where to find you at one more time, and then you could go, bro. I'm gonna just end it off.
Digital Thugs underscore on Instagram and Kobe Bryant Brien on Facebook.
Kobe Brian, the word not Bryant, Brian.
Yep. Yes, sir. Yep.
All right, blessings, bro. Take care of yourself.
All
Thank you
right, bro.
very
You
much.
too.
Yep.
All right.
All right, people. That was Digital Thugs. Hold on real quick. Digital Thugs, you guys go subscribe and hit that bell to his channel. Um, Tune in for Wednesday night, Nightcap with Friends, the best podcast at night, powered by Smoking Politics with me, honorably refreshing for the world. Interviewing an up and coming YouTuber, Nif the Kingdom. His channel's right here, Nif the Kingdom. He's up and coming. He's on the road to like 80. Well, he's on the road to 100 subscribers. Let's get him to 100 subscribers, man. His interview is this Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, man. Remember, people. And then this Friday coming up, I will be interviewing Acti, up and coming photographer, videographer, and he's a gamer too. He makes content on gaming. So his YouTube is Acti YT. Um, so everybody out there, make sure you love yourself first, so that way you can love others accordingly, and that way you don't let nobody play with you, because life is short and we don't get to respond when this is over. And make sure you separate yourself from those that don't deserve your energy, and that includes family. You love them from afar. Subscribe and hit the bell. Peace.